These past few weeks, I've been deep in some big projects around my home, and now it's time for a monthly reset. I already know I'm not getting everything on my list done, and honestly, that's okay. Today, I'm taking you along with me as I tackle what I can and let go of the pressure to do it all. Today, I'm really just focusing on what I can get done without putting that extra pressure on myself to finish every single thing all at once. I've learned that when I try to do that, I end up just feeling overwhelmed and then nothing gets done, to be honest. So instead, I'm just taking it one step at a time and starting right here in the bedroom. The first thing I want to do is just go ahead and start the bedding in the wash. That way I can be working on everything else while that's going on. Then by the end of the day, it's all clean and dry and ready to get back on the bed. But just before I actually put everything in the washer, I wanted to make sure to get some baking soda on my mattress. It's been a little bit since I've done it, so I wanted to make sure I had plenty of time to sit and do its job. Now, I know baking soda is really good at deodorizing, and I'm just assuming it attracts dirt. But to be honest with you, I don't really know all the facts surrounding baking soda, so if you know why baking soda is so effective on a mattress, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts. I was also trying something new today by using a sifter. In the past, I've usually just kind of sprinkle it on straight out of the box, but I find that you don't get an even spread. So I wanted to just use this to try to get an even spread, but I kind of feel like I use too much. You guys will have to let me know in the comments if you think I use too much as well. Once I got my mattress soaking with the baking soda, I wanted to go ahead and move on to the cupboards underneath our sink. I do clean our bathroom and our sink area once a week, but when it comes to the cabinet doors, I feel like once a month is good enough. The next thing I wanted to focus on was windows, especially the window here in my master bath and the sliding glass door. And as you're getting ready to see from both of these windows, they are in desperate need of a good clean. In order to try and save money on our electricity bill, I do have my windows open as much as possible, so that's part of the reason why there is so much dust on the window sills and ledges that you're about to see. But the other part is because I haven't got to them in a really long time. And that's okay, because what matters is I'm getting to them now. This section right here was a little bit of a challenge because I don't really have the right tools for cleaning, so I'm definitely wanting to find something that will help me scrub areas like this even better. But when it comes to cleaning supplies and organization supplies, I don't really want to go out and just buy a bunch of stuff before I know exactly what I need. But this also reminds me that although I am doing my monthly cleaning and I'm doing some more deeper cleaning, I'm also just trying to do enough. And what I mean by that is I'm going to get it as clean as I can without spending too much time on it, because I'm currently in the process of trying to establish a really flexible and balanced cleaning system for my home. So I know I'm going to come back to all of these spots again, hopefully next month. And by that point, they're not going to be as bad as they are now. So then I'll be able to get them even cleaner. Kind of like compound interest, I guess. Now, while I finish up these windows, I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you to everyone that has subscribed recently. My last video has been doing really well, and I'm so happy for that, but I'm also really touched and encouraged by everyone that commented in my last video. I really have enjoyed reading your comments and responding to them. I have gotten so much encouragement from them, to be honest, and I'm so thankful for all of you that have taken the time to write a comment. But not only thank you to the new subscribers, but also to the ones that have been here for a while. And there are a couple that come to mind that have been showing up consistently in the comment section of my videos. You know who you are, so thank you so much as well. And although I have really loved all of the comments that you have left me, there's something I would really like to know from you guys also. And that is, what have you found most helpful from my videos so far? Or what would you like to see more of? My goal for each and every video is not only to provide you with cleaning and organizing inspiration and motivation, but also to leave you with a positive takeaway so that you also feel uplifted and encouraged to continue this journey as a Christian homemaker. So if you don't mind to take a moment and just let me know what has been the most helpful for you in my videos. Is it the companionship you feel when you put on one of my videos and clean along with it? Is it the tips? Is it the mini devotionals that I'm starting to include? Whatever it is that you find the most valuable, I would love to know what that is so that I can include more of that in the videos in the future. At this point, I wanted to do a quick vacuum in my room and move on to some stuff in the kitchen because I did just about finish everything I wanted to complete in this space. The only thing I wasn't able to do this day was to wash my shower curtains, which I want to try to do once a month. And I watched another YouTube video that gave me a cool tip about washing your shower curtains. You can actually wash them in the washer along with the plastic liner, and all you're going to want to do is throw in a towel along with the curtains just to kind of help give, your curtains a little scrub. And once they're done washing, you could just hang them right back up to air dry. I haven't tried it yet for myself. I actually had about 3 loads that I needed to do this day, but again, we're stepping away from that perfection and being okay with coming back to something another day. So for now, let's move on to the kitchen. Since I do have quite a few cabinets to wipe down, I wanted to take this opportunity to share with you something I've really been thinking about lately as I've been working throughout my home this month. And it's how easy it is to slip into this quiet pressure to just have it all together, to have the perfect clean home, to finish every task on the list, to stay on top of everything all the time. But I don't feel that's actually what the Lord is asking of us. In 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 6, it says, "Godliness with contentment is great gain." And that verse has really been sitting on my heart. And I know it's really talking about greed and selfish ambition, but I really think that principle can also apply with homemaking, because contentment doesn't mean everything is finished. It means being at peace with what you were able to do today. It means you showed up. You were faithful with your time, energy, home, even if it felt small. And I think sometimes we forget that we're not called to perfection in our homes. We're called to stewardship. There's a difference. Stewardship says, Lord, I'm going to care for what you've given me the best I can today. Perfection says, if it's not all done, it's not good enough. And that kind of thinking can really keep us stuck, overwhelmed, and honestly discouraged. But the truth is, your home doesn't have to be immaculate to be peaceful. It just needs to be a place where your family can rest, where you can feel the presence of God, and where love is lived out in everyday moments. So if you didn't finish everything this week, I'm here to tell you that that's okay. If your list is still waiting for you tomorrow, that's also okay. You're not behind. You're simply walking it out one step at a time, and that is more than enough. Now that my cabinets are all wiped down, the next thing that I had on my list to get to were my appliances. In my monthly cleaning routine, I do include cleaning out my toaster, my microwave, and doing a more thorough clean of my fridge. But like I mentioned earlier, today I set out to do just as much as I could, so I'm going to get started here with my toaster, which, as you could see, is in desperate need of a good cleaning. And just a little bit of a side note here, a lot of the white dust that you saw on the toaster is actually flour, which is just the residual effects from when my husband bakes in our home. He is actually the one that bakes sourdough and is even in the process of trying to start a small sourdough business. So if you believe in prayer, I would really appreciate it if you would help us to pray for his little business as well. I'm actually really happy with how well my toaster turned out. I've cleaned it before, but I never was able to get the glass as clear as I was able to get it this time. And this time I just used Barkeeper's Friend and a Scrub Mommy. And to help me get the crumbs out, I also used a butter knife and just wrapped a microfiber cloth so I was able to get in between that space, because I don't really know how to take the glass off, even though I wish I did, because that would really make things a lot easier. And here you're seeing me finally figure out how to take the knobs off. I felt like such a dork because I did try several times throughout this process to pull those little knobs off, but they just weren't coming off. I don't know what it was about this last time that I tried, but it finally worked, except for that bottom one, but that's a timer, so I just didn't want to mess with it and break it. But overall, I think it turned out really good and I'm so happy with it. Now, when it came to my toaster, this drip tray was definitely the hardest thing for me to clean. I do have a couple of stains on it from some pre-made rolls that I tried to cook in here a while back, but I think it ended up having some oil or butter or something on it, and it ended up dripping and just burning to this bottom tray. I've tried several things like SOS pads, letting it soak in soapy water, just nothing seemed to work. And even today I did let it soak for the entire time that I was cleaning the rest of the toaster, but it still didn't help much. So after letting it soak, I did try using Barkeeper's Friend, which made the non-stained areas nice and shiny, but it still didn't get rid of the stains. Then at that point, I did remember seeing something, I think on Instagram, where someone used a pumice stone to clean the burner caps for their stove. So I figured, it's worth a shot here. And although it did leave some markings left behind, I didn't really care about it because it's a drip tray after all, but it did do a fairly decent job at getting rid of those burn stains. So let me know how you think I did down below, and if you have any tips or advice, I would love to hear that as well. As I finish up these last couple of things, I'm just cleaning out Maddie's kennel, giving it a quick vacuum, wiping everything down, and putting her bed back now that it's all clean. I actually didn't film every part of that earlier, but I did go ahead and wash and dry it during the day so that it would be ready to go whenever it came time to cleaning her kennel. To end the day, I'm putting fresh bedding back on the bed, which always feels so rewarding after a full day of cleaning. But I do want to be honest with you guys. I didn't get everything on my list done today. And a part of me used to feel really discouraged by that. Like, if I didn't finish everything, then somehow I didn't do enough. But I'm at a place now where I can look at what I did get done and truly be content with that. I ended up getting more than half of my list done, and that's something to be grateful for. And the rest, I can come back to it. Even just a couple of days after filming this, I was able to clean my stovetop. And today, while I'm recording this voiceover, I was able to wash my shower curtains. I'm learning to be more comfortable with getting to little things here and there as I have time. And I think that's something I really want to encourage you with. You don't have to do everything all at once. You don't have to rush. And your home doesn't have to feel perfect to be peaceful. So give yourself the space to work at your own pace, to step away when you need to and come back to things later without the guilt. Because like I've been talking about this whole video, this isn't about perfection. It's about creating a home that feels cared for, lived in, and full of peace. And that happens over time in small, faithful steps. Thank you all so very much for watching today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it and found it to be inspirational and motivational on several different levels. I'll see you next week for another video. Bye guys.